The painted iron seats were handed over to the parish priest of Metu Catholic Parish by the State Minister for Primary Education, who doubles as the Woman Member of Parliament Moyo, in an event which took place in front of the District Water Office. Honorable Dr. Joyce Muriku Kaduchu, the State Minister for Primary Education, while handing over the iron seats to the parish priest, lauded the government for supporting the people of Moyo District and adds that the act of handing over the iron seats to the beneficiary in the presence of the district leaders is to promote transparency, saying most times there are leaders who are not transparent and tend to divert what is meant for the public for their own benefit.
The reason why the mabatis are pre-painted, it has been discovered many people use the community to make a request. They follow, they bring, and they use their personal. Like myself, I will have picked all the mabati and used for my personal interest. But for us here in Moyo, whenever this bati comes, we make sure it goes to all the beneficiaries. So I want to assure the people that for us, none of us, not even RDC, not even COW, not even LC5 chairperson, has ever taken government item meant for the people.
Mr. Gore Goffin, the resident district commissioner, said finally the pledge which was made by Honorable Grace Freedom Kuyocwing, the then state minister for Northern Uganda, has come to be fulfilled, and thanked the president together with the office of the prime minister for fulfilling the pledge and the continuous support for the people of Moyo district.
Today, office of the prime minister through our woman MP has delivered the iron seats, 190 iron seats that we have handed over to the parish priest of Metu mission. So want to congratulate the parishioners, but also thank the president and for honoring the pledge. This pledge was made by Honorable Grace Kuyocwing when she was the Minister for Northern Region, during the time when she visited Moyo to commission the roads. So here finally it has arrived.
Honorable Asusije Bisam, the Secretary Finance, Planning and Production, who doubles as the District Councillor representing Metu Sub-County to the district, threw more light on how the donation came about and said this support will go a long way in improving the infrastructures at the parish and shaping the behavior of the community around the church.
Today we have received 190 pieces of iron seats as opposed to 200 pieces. But all the same, this is very good. We appreciate the government through the Office of Prime Minister for the support extended to the fathers' house renovation. This is going to improve the housing of fathers, Reverend fathers. You know, our religious leaders are important in development of this country, because if they preach, their preaching normally goes shaping lives of people. If our people behave in a Christianity way, it will go a long way, because they will be productive, there is going to be peace. They normally preach peace in churches, in mosques. So supporting them, to me, is a very good step taken by the government.
Reverend Father Sunday Ochima, the parish priest, Metu Catholic Parish, said the parish has been grappling with the challenge of poor infrastructure right from the church building to the father's house, which were in poor state, and lauded the office of the Prime Minister for extending their helping hand to the parish, which he said will improve the act of worship among the Christians.
I have been facing a lot of challenges. The challenge one we are facing was and is the dilapidating father's house, priest's residence. What a joy for me today on this 11th day of October 2024. It was on 26th of April 2019 when I first applied for iron seats from the Office of Prime Minister, Disaster Preparedness, and they honored it through Honorable Moses Ali, the first Deputy Prime Minister by then, he honored us with 370 iron seats, which we used for roofing the church, because the church building was the first to be dilapidated. It was a leaking, and because of the leaking roof, we felt there was a need for renovation. And as you go to Metu now, the church is so brilliant and it's so shining, and it has ushered people to come to worship God.
Metu Catholic Parish was constructed way back in the 1960s by the missionaries, and since then the Christians have been using this structure, which are now in a very sorry state, something which drew the attention of Honorable Grace Freedom Kyoching, the former Minister of State for Northern Uganda, during the commissioning of Metu Abeso Road project under the Development Initiative for Northern Uganda DINU, and pledged to lobby for iron seats to renovate the Father's house last year. It's from this background that the office of the Prime Minister donated the iron seats for renovating the Father's house at Metu Parish. Dominic Antonio Okumu, West Nile TV, Nilecast.